What's up, everybody? This is Game Drops with Pops. Right about now, I'm going to be playing Back to the Future, the game, Episode 1. Let's go. One of my all-time favorite time travel movies, other than the Terminator, obviously. Let's do a new game. There's the old DeLorean. Yeah, she'll go with these.
All right, I'm ready.
Good evening. I'm Dr. Emmett Brown. I'm standing on the parking lot at Twin Pines Mall. It's Saturday morning, October 26, 1985, 1:18 a.m. And this is temporal experiment number 1. Come on, Einie. Hey, boy, get in there. That a boy. In you go. Get down.
Good old
Get your seatbelt on.
Einstein.
Whoa. Okay.
Please note that Einstein's clock is in precise synchronization with my control watch. Got it?
Right, check, Doc.
Good. Have a good trip, Einstein. Watch your head.
You got that thing hooked up to the car?
Watch this.
Yeah, okay. Got it.
Not me. The car. The car. If my calculations are correct, when this baby hits 88 miles per hour, you're gonna see some serious shit. Watch this, watch this. What did I tell you? 88 miles per hour! The temporal displacement occurred at exactly 1:20 a.m. and 0 seconds!
Ah, Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ, Doc. You disintegrated Einstein.
Calm down, Marty. I didn't disintegrate anything. The molecular structure of both Einstein and the car are completely intact.
Where the hell are they?
The appropriate question is, when the hell are they? You see, Einstein has just become the world's first time traveler. I sent him into the future. 1 minute into the future, to be exact. And at precisely 1:21 a.m. and 0 seconds, we shall catch up with him and the time machine.
Wait a minute, Doc. Are you telling me that you built a time machine out of a DeLorean?
The way I see it, if you're going to build a time machine into a car, why not do it with some style? Besides, the stainless steel construction made the flux dispersal. Look out!
See that as JP Penny. That's JC Penny.
Doc?
Huh, that's peculiar.
Where's the car, Doc?
It should have caught up with us 27 seconds ago.
Doc, what happened to Einstein?
No need for concern. It's probably just a minor miscalibration of the time circuit. Marty, could you get my notebook? It should be in the toolbox.
Still find that mute bit.
Notebook. Got it. Flux capacitor?
That's it!
What the heck's a flux capacitor?
My latest invention. The thing that makes time travel possible.
This is so
In this
cool.
notebook, I've detailed the nearly 3 decades of scientific breakthroughs necessary to build a working time machine. If it ever fell into the wrong hands, the consequences could be catastrophic. Let's see. It's Mass equals I times Z and E.
Consequences could be catastrophic? Whoa. Deja vu. Doc?
Great Scott!
Long time. Not proof I'm going to
Doc, what is it?
I've made a horrible mistake!
Doc! No!
I'm sorry, Marty.
Doc, come back! Doc! Doc!
Not a dream. Oh, it's a dream. Weird
Marty,
science,
is
man.
everything okay?
This is awesome.
Yeah, Mom, it was just a nightmare. I was in the past. And Doc was there.
Look at the picture. That's from part 3.
Well, you're safe and sound now. Back in good old 1986. But you'd better get up. Your father's waiting for you.
Huh?
Weren't you going to meet him over at Doc's?
Holy crap, I'm late!
Get you a Toyota. Let's go. And as everyone knows, Telltale Games are the guys that brought Minecraft Story Mode, so. It's about time. This is the 30th anniversary of Back to the Future Part 1 as well. So if that doesn't make you feel old, then I don't know. It is about time. Love is close. Big boombox.
Dad! Are we too late to stop the sale?
Better late than never. You wouldn't believe how much rare stuff there is back here.
That's Doc stuff. The city has no right to.
Now, son, I know you're upset, but your friend's been gone for months, and the city really seems hell-bent on using his land for that new parking garage. And, hey, is that a first edition Jules Verne?
It's just not fair. But at least things can't get any worse.
Hey, Marty!
This
Hi, Biff.
is dope.
Come to see if the old crackpot had any buried treasure?
Nah, I guess I'm just remembering.
Dangerous materials. Dangerous materials. Model?
Doc built this model at downtown Hill Valley way back in 1955. The clock tower in the courthouse even works. What the? Is that Doc's notebook in there?
Hey, that looks just like the courthouse. You gotta hand it to the old coot. He was good with his hands.
Biff, can I see that a minute?
This would look great in my fish tank. Give the old carp something new to nibble on.
You know, you and my folks go way back.
Yeah, so?
So how about letting me have that model courthouse, for old time's sake?
No, I think I'll keep it.
Give it here, Biff.
Well, well, look at what we have here. Looks like plans for something. What's a flux catheter?
It's none of your business. Doc asked me to...
Brown's worm food, kid. But this looks like it might be worth something. Ha!
Something powerful. I'm taking the music.
Hey, let me try, Marty.
Now, Biff, let Marty have his turn.
You got it, Mr. McFly. Enough of that junk.
Now, Biff.
Sorry, Marty.
Okay, so it's not the jukebox. Let's go this way. Oh, the guitar. Music.
Let's make some noise.
Crank it up, yo.
Hey, Dad. I'm telling you, this sale is a joke. Doc's only been gone for a few months, and I happen to know...
Yes, you've told us he's not dead. He's on a trip. Let's say you're right. Have you considered that this trip may not have been entirely voluntary? I hate to say it, but Doc's run up some pretty sizable debts around town. Maybe he's just hiding from his creditors.
You got Doc wrong.
You got Doc wrong. Sure, maybe he's not so good with money. That's just because his mind's always on bigger things. But he's still a straight-up guy. He'd never run away from his problems.
Well, you know him better than I do, son, but the bank is within its rights to sell off his stuff. Maybe you should try to find some things to remember him by before Biff grabs them all.
Do you think dreams can predict the future?
Well, you know I don't go in for that mystical stuff, but I do think they can reflect how you're feeling about the future.
Thanks, Dad.
That notebook is Doc's legacy. I've got an obligation to protect it.
Now, hold on a minute. Didn't you just get done telling me Doc's still around? Off traveling somewhere?
Yeah?
Then how is it your obligation to protect his legacy? You can't have it both ways, Marty. If Doc's alive, he can protect his own legacy.
Depends on me.
I'll keep looking around. Thanks, Dad. Wonder why Doc didn't take any of these with him. A fish tank? I never knew Doc raised fish. Doc's fish had weird taste and decor. I kind of like Doc.
Yeah, you make it tough.
Hey, Dad, why's my guitar got a price tag on it?
Sorry, son. Must have been an overzealous clerk. Just pick it up. I'll iron things out with the bank.
Have a little more of the book inventory.
It took me forever to repair this thing after I blew it out last time, and now some jerk's gonna pick it up for pennies. Took me forever to repair the cities. I better not crank it up anymore. I really don't want to blow this thing out again.
Here we go.
Here's an oldie, but a goodie. 1, 2, 3.
Hey, look, it's Chuck Butthead. Let me show you how it's done.
Now, Biff, I think that's Marty's guitar.
Oh, gosh, you're right, Mr. McFly. Here you go, Marty. Let's hear a few licks.
Rockin'.
Man, you kids have ruined rock and roll.
Now that is a dangerous amp. Hey, Biff. It's just a notebook with Doc's scribblings. What did Doc ever accomplish?
Nothing.
Then it's worthless, right?
If it was really worthless, you wouldn't want it so bad.
I only want that notebook because, well, I'm sentimental. It's like a piece of Doc.
Doc's dead. Time to get over it and move on.
I'll pay you for it.
How much? Not enough.
That notebook wouldn't mean anything to you. You wouldn't even understand what's in it.
You calling me ignorant?
Yep. You sure are.
Never mind. Feels like that was a lifetime ago. Actually, I guess it was. I don't think that picture's gonna do anything but confuse people.
Yeah, you're right. So let's find out what the picture was.
Hey, Dad. I'll keep looking around. Thanks, Dad. And now, something your kids are really gonna like.
Thanks for warming them up for me, butthead.
Biff, I thought I told you not to take my son's guitar.
Oh, right. Sure thing, Mr. McFly. I was just warming them up for you, Marty. Let's see what you got. Man, you kids have ruined rock and roll.
Okay, so I have to follow him here somewhere and find out what the picture is.
Seems kinda empty without the courthouse. Doc must have whipped up some crazy compounds in that cauldron. Oh, it smells like beef stew.
Enough of that junk.
Now, Biff.
Sorry, Marty.
I keep this picture of my dad to remind me that even the most hopeless losers can grow up to be pretty cool guys. Hey. I just can't let you keep that notebook. It's dangerous.
What, is it set to explode or something?
Well, in a way.
I'll take my chances.
Never mind.
Yep, okay.
I better not crank it up anymore. I really don't want to blow this thing out again. Now that is a dangerous amp.
Retrieve the notebook. I've tried to do oh, so there's the last clue. Got your father.
Hey, Dad.
Got no.
About Biff. Dad, I know you're trying to help.
He talks a big game, son, but he's not so tough. I've been dealing with him a long time. Believe me, I can handle it.
So can I.
I guess you can. Okay, son, I'll stay out of your way. But you know where to find me.
I'll keep looking around. Thanks, Dad.
Maybe now I can use the guitar.
You want to hear a number by Biff and the Biff Tones? Always happy to play for my adoring fans. Now watch me blow the lid off this joint.
Whatever you say.
Dumbass.
Rock on, Biff.
Oh, shit.
Notebook is ours.
Doc, where are you?
Alright, now it's getting interesting.
Doc? Einstein! Where do you come from, boy? Didn't you bring Doc with you? Okay, Doc, I know I haven't seen you in a few months, but I'm pretty sure this isn't your shoe.
Yep.
Marty?
Ah!
Marty, if you're hearing this recording, then the DeLorean's automatic retrieval feature is a resounding success.
Automatic retrieval?
In case of my failure to return to the DeLorean within an allotted time, I programmed the time machine to jump to these four-dimensional coordinates without me. As you are well aware, time travel is an inherently risky activity, and despite my elaborate precautions, there's always a possibility that I could land in trouble sometime. And that sometime is now, or then, or maybe later.
He's in trouble.
Marty, you come to my rescue in the past, or was it the future? Anyway, I'm relying on you to do it again. Please take the DeLorean back, or forward, to whatever it is I'm stuck in time. When you get there, I'm sure you'll figure out what to do.
That's it? Aren't you gonna tell me when that is?
Just go to the date specified on the time circuit readout under the heading marked last time departed. Good luck.
Right. Last time departed. Oh, jeez. Come on. Crap! Oh, great. How am I supposed to find him now? Looks like the time circuits still work. Now I only need to know when to look for Doc. I can use those to enter a date into the time circuits. Once I know when to look for Doc.
Let's go for 1646, is it? Exactly, 1646. Yeah, that's it.
Probably shouldn't fiddle with the time circuits again until I know when to look for Doc.
So we can't do jump.
What kind of trouble is Doc in, Einie?
Let's go back inside the house, man.
I can use those to enter a date into the time circuits. Once I know when to look for Doc. I probably shouldn't fiddle with the times.
Okay, so.
After all the trouble I went through getting this thing, there's no way I'm letting it out of my sight.
Okay. Second smooth fishing.
Nah. I don't think so.
Here's a dog. Kill that dog.
What do you know about this shoe, Einie? Great Scott! I think he's onto something.
Let's go.
Okay, now we're getting somewhere. How's this supposed to lead me to Doc, Einie? It's locked.
I see you sneaking into that liquor store, young man!
Okay, great.
Step away from the door! Now, let me get a look at you.
Einstein, come on!
Just as I suspected. Hooligans! Get along now! Scat! State your business, child! You're making me miss Merv!
Well, see, that's the thing. I'm not sure why I'm here. Einstein here brought me, and...
Well?
Get something.
Can you let me in? I've got something to show you.
What is it? Let me see.
Shoot.
A shoe? Wow, now what would I want with a... Huh? Stay there!
It's a match. We've seen Miller. Move it, maybe.
Leave that creature outside!
Sorry, Einstein.
Poor man.
Well, took you long enough.
There's a lot of stairs.
To return the shoe, I mean. I lost it ages ago. You can put it down next to the other one. Much better. So neat and orderly. I suppose you'll be wanting some sort of reward now.
No,
All I've got is tea and candy.
But
I'm sorry I called you a hooligan. I try not to jump to conclusions, but after all, 9 out of 10 people in this city are hooligans. It's a fact. Look it up. Have a seat, Sonny.
She's some kind of hoarder.
Hey! You kids! Put out those cigarettes! Don't touch those! My newspapers are in pristine condition and meticulously organized. Not about to let some street punk get jam all over them.
Okay.
man, she keeps it hot in here.
That's the kettle. I'll be right back with some tea. Then don't touch anything.
Not my chance.
Juveniles collide with manure truck. Nice picture. Brown Mansion destroyed. 1962. No, that's not where Doc's stranded. I don't even know where to start looking for clues in these stacks. Wish I could narrow it down to a year at least.
Yeah, that's peculiar. The water still hasn't come to a boil. I told you not to touch those!
I don't want to record them right now. Mind if I take a look?
Go ahead, dear.
Man, these are powerful. I could see Biff going into the video store.
Yeah, you wouldn't believe the filth that boy watches. Yeah, he's nothing but an out-of-control hedonist, just like his father.
If there's a clue to finding Doc out there, I'm not seeing it. I don't even know where to start looking. Einstein brought me that shoe from the past. But when in the past? Miss Strickland?
Jack! Diane! I know what you're doing behind that tree!
Yes? Do you remember when you lost your shoe?
Shoe?
That shoe over there.
Oh, that shoe! Huh. Hi, what a nosy Nelly! No one likes a busybody, you know.
But
Oh, fine, let me think about it. Yes, I remember. I lost it in a scuffle with a dog. Oh, when was it? Oh, yes, the day that speakeasy burned down.
a speakeasy in Hill Valley?
Don't act so surprised, young man. Your generation doesn't hold a copyright on moral depravity, you know. Sin has been on the prowl in Hill Valley since the day it was founded.
What's with all these newspapers?
This is my personal archive. I've got every issue of the Hill Valley Telegraph ever published.
Get out. Every single issue?
From 1871 to the present. If it happened in Hill Valley, you'll find it in my stacks.
Doing some stargazing?
No, I set my sights on lower things. Is that? Lieutenant! Get away from that hubcap before I call your father!
I guess somewhere in these stacks there must be an article about the speakeasy burning down.
Naturally. Yeah, I probably wrote it myself. I was quite a reporter back in the day.
Any idea what date that article came out?
Well, obviously the day after the speakeasy burned down.
Okay, so we gotta get that article.
Don't let me keep you from your business.
You there! Don't even think about tossing that Kleenex on the ground! I told you not to touch those!
I can't leave now. Miss Strickland's my only hope of finding Doc.
Okay, so we're not ready to go. Not that ready
Is that Vice Principal Strickland?
Mother never could keep little Gerald out of her clothes.
There it is.
I think I'd better say this for Doc. Miss Strickland, about your tea. You forgot to turn on the...
You! It's spelled with a U! You illiterate vandal!
Okay, so. Yeah, it's in this pot here. It's the only way we can do it.
That tea's never gonna boil. That tea's never gonna boil. I can't leave now. Miss Strickland's my only hope of finding Doc.
Okay.
Miss Strickland lost that shoe the day the speakeasy burned down. But when was that? Marshall Strickland.
My grandfather, gunned down by Mad Dog Tannen over 100 years ago.
That's not how I remember it. Jeez, they all look like they've got sticks up there.
What's that?
Nothing.
Crank the radio.
There's the whistle. Surely the water's boiling by now.
Yeah. Run to the poop.
Firm announces plans for Lone Pine Mall, Peabody Ranch to be rezoned for commercial development. Alright, Einstein brought me this shoe, and Miss Strickland lost the shoe on the day the speakeasy burned down. But when did the speakeasy burn down? I at least need to know the year. Clint Eastwood plunges to death on runaway train. I don't even know where to start looking for clues in these stacks. Wish I could narrow it down to a year at least. October 28th, 1985. Authorities still mystified by mall shootout. I don't even know where to start looking for clues in these stacks. Wish I could narrow it down to a year at least. October 28th, 1985. Authorities still mystified by mall shootout.
Okay. Still going on.
I don't even know where to start looking for clues in these stacks. Wish I could narrow it down to a year at least. October 28th.
So we look in there.
I don't even know where to start looking for clues.
Let's go to the kitchen.
That's what you get with these cheap, foreign-made kettles. But trying to find an American one nowadays. Ugh. There's the whistle. Surely the water's boiling by now.
Yeah. Sounds like we're having a dock.
October 28th,
It's just
19...
gonna keep moving. Above the all the
I don't even know where to start looking
options.
for... The candy looks older than I am.
Go to the kitchen.
The polite guest stays out of the host's kitchen, Mr. McFly. I'm gonna write a sternly
He
worded
was just
letter
standing
of
at the door and
complaint.
he just ran and she just walks in and he's like, blah, 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 blah.
Excuse me, Miss Strickland? Wow, a speakeasy. That must have been wild. Is it true they used to drink gin out of slippers like my grandma said?
Don't romanticize the past, young man. Prohibition was a time when gangsters ruled the town while honest citizens quaked in their beds.
So where was it? That speakeasy that burned down, I mean.
That was ages ago. If you're looking for bootleg hooch.
No, I'm just curious, that's all. I'm a student of history.
Student of history, my Aunt Fanny. Yeah, your generation of hooligans and slackers could give two right things about history.
Miss Strickland?
Oh, video store!
Huh?
The speakeasy used to be hidden in plain sight down there in the town square, right where that disgusting videotape rental store squats today.
So the video store building must have gone up after the speakeasy burned down.
Following year, as I recall.
Alright.
Don't let me keep you from your business.
Can we leave now?
Would you mind if I stepped out for a minute? I just remembered a video I've got to return.
Yes.
You have to go. I get so few visitors these days. And I'd hate to have to tell my brother, your vice principal in charge of discipline, how rude you were to me. Especially with graduation coming up and all.
I guess I'm stuck here for a while.
Why don't you turn the kettle on and then leave?
There's the whistle. Surely the water's boiling by now.
Maybe now we can leave.
Because she doesn't know. Turn the room.
I guess I'm stuck here for a while.
Maybe not leaving.
Is there any other rooms?
October
The
28th,
newspapers aren't gonna help
1985.
you. This is just read.
I don't even know where to start looking for clues in these stacks. Wish I could narrow it down to a year at least. Hey, mind if I use your binoculars for a sec?
Go ahead, dear.
Yeah, 1932. There it is. 1932.
Rebuilt in February 1932. The fire must have happened before then. But when? I need a date.
Don't look at me. I'm far too old for you.
Can you go now?
I'm not leaving until I find Doc somewhere in those newspapers.
Yeah,
There's a box of newspapers in the desk. On the floor.
Get into the kitchen again.
There's the whistle.
Now.
Surely the water's boiling by now.
You would think she'd be smarter than that if it's in the game. Don't look at there, it's just a
Let's
waste
see.
of time.
Ground broken on site of former speakeasy. Singer vanishes. Hill Valley Expo delights
no,
crowd.
shit.
Soup kitchen exposed. Here we go. Speakeasy arsonist slain. Legal procedure gave way to old-fashioned vengeance last night when a mob descended on the Hill Valley police station. The suspect in the speakeasy arson case, a drifter known as Carl Sagan, was pulled from his... Carl Sagan? It's Doc! Killed by a mob. What's the date? June 14th, 1931. Jeez, I gotta rescue him.
Correct.
My newspapers!
Sorry, Miss Strickland. Let me...
No! You've gotten my history out of order! Oh, do you know how long it'll take to fix what you've done? Oh, get out! Get out! Get out!
Yikes.
Police! I'm being attacked by hooligans!
Nice lady.
Is she your grandma?
No.
Where is she?
He's the principal's, vice principal's sister. Whoa.
Then why are you in your house?
Because we went to the information. Feed the garbage to the car.
Marty! Where you been, son? And what are you doing in that getup?
It's a costume. Tonight's the big, Halloween party.
Halloween party? In May? Never mind, you don't have to explain. I'm sure whatever it is you're up to, you know what you're doing, right?
I hope so.
Hey, sometimes you gotta go out on a limb for the ones you love, right?
There's
Wish
a
my
dog
dad
here.
had understood that. You won't stay away too long.
You'll barely know I was gone. You ready to go, Einstein? Time circuits? Flux capacitor. Fluxy.
June 14th.
Okay, if Doc's gonna get killed on June 14th, 1931, I'll just show up the day before and
What,
get
you
him
got
out.
killed?
I hope you know what you're doing, Doc.
Ow. By what?
Last month. What is that? Mission for revenge. Because that's what she said.
An old man?
Yep.
You should never find an old man with you. What did you want?
Yes.
You just come back and
In the movie, it's much different than in the game.
he doesn't.
Oh, we got down the phone. Future.
We have it.
Right to the future. Look at that. Look at our time. Really good. Good. Check it out. Wait for it. No one will ever see it.
That's what it is.
Go for a walk. All right, we're running for something.
Einstein, where'd you go now, boy?
Wow. How
Golden Arrow.
the DVD is like Where's your DVD?
That's
Young man! Excuse me, young man!
Who? Me?
You're the only man in the street, and I'm looking for a man in the street reaction. Naturally, you know about the explosion that destroyed this illegal gin establishment.
I read about it, yeah.
What's your opinion of Carl Sagan, the stranger who single-handedly did what the law has been unable to do for 10 long years, namely, rid Hill Valley of the scourge of liquor?
There's gotta be some sort of mistake here. Carl wouldn't do something like that.
It's surprising the lengths a person will go to when it's a clear-cut matter of right and wrong. You've got an honest look about you. You do support the side of righteousness, I trust.
I'm a supporter.
You can mark me down as a supporter.
The young man said, flashing a boyish yet virile grin. Hill Valley needs more upstanding youths like yourself. Do you have a message for the vicious gangsters who still roam these streets, no doubt plotting to corrupt our citizens with another den of booze, sin, and debauchery?
Ask him where I can get the address.
Ah, I see! Because you want to blast it to smithereens just like Carl Sagan did. With public-spirited citizens like you around, the lawless element will be on the run in no time. Mr. May I get your name?
Yeah, it's
Corleone.
Michael Corleone.
Thank you for
That's
sharing
my
your candid
godfather.
opinions, Mr. Corleone. Edna Strickland, Hill Valley Herald.
I know. I met you back. I'm familiar with your work.
You read my column? How sweet! I know it's just an etiquette column, but I believe it'll lead to bigger and better... Oh!
Einstein, no. Down, boy.
Is this wretched creature yours? He assaulted me once before.
What's got into you?
Aggressive dogs must be kept on leash at all times. It's the law. Look it up.
Doc. I gotta find Doc.
In the first place, why do you even bring your dog with me? I'm just like confused with the way you hide from.
Because that's Doc's dog.
And how does it live longer than? And how did the dog live longer than the cat and bear?
Alright, so what we're gonna do actually, we're gonna save the game and end the video here in this part.
No, the cat's coughing at me.
Guys, don't mind that noise in the background.
She's gonna bark on me.
Alright, so we'll save it in this empty slot. Save it. And we will end the video here, and I hope you liked it, because this is a very interesting game from a very cool movie trilogy. If you did, give it a smashing thumbs up like on my YouTube page. Check out my Twitter and Twitch pages. Follow me if you like. I'd more than appreciate that. And as always, this is Game Drops with Pops and Ava Gamer
I
05.
have to say bye because I wasn't good.
No, but you're watching with me, saying peace and later.